So we got to watch Krishan and Tasiki fight the first 30 minutes of the episode. Between that and the horrible editing, I almost clicked off. But when I saw Tommie have them girls pull up on everybody at the end, I said, we got action. Is y'all ready to talk about it? Let's juice.
Come on, Blaze.
It's a beef for me.
Wah, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Voodoo Doll TV, back with a quick little juice or whatever the case may be. And we are here discussing Baddies USA. I think this episode 6, the departure of The Rock. And I'm so glad, Lord have mercy. The first 20 to 30 minutes of this entire episode was them two pushing each other and hugging and fighting. I'm over it. At this point in time, they both scared of each other. And at this point in time, I want them both gone. Then we have the girls preparing for their first show in New York. And then we also have Tommie versus Biggie. And that was a hoot within itself. And at the end, Tommie decided that she wasn't going to let Tavy just beat her up from the last episode. So she came back with some reinforcements from New York. Girl, they said whoop everybody behind, girl. I don't know. I wasn't there. But all I know is we got to get into that and a few other things. But before we do that, y'all do me a favor. First of all, welcome to the channel. If you are new, welcome to the dollhouse, honey. Okay, click that like button, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to drop down in the comments and leave a comment and let me know what you think about this week's episode. And also don't forget that notification bell so you'll know when I upload and or go live. I thank each and every one of y'all for watching, and y'all already know what time it is. Grab your tings. Grab your tings, your liquor, your earbud, just whatever you grab. Don't say I told you to grab it. Just do it responsibly, and let's get right on into the episode, y'all. So now the episode opens up where we left off. Tasiki is over there fighting and pounding on March. Now everybody's over here saying March didn't win the fight, and I don't think March won the fight. I think what people are noticing is the fact that March even was able to stand on 2 feet against Tifa, seeing as we saw how Tifa did her on the last fight. But the worst part of this whole situation is Tifa don't really have no real beef with March. Latifah's real beef is with Krishan, but for some odd reason, they have this thing where they like to take it out on everybody except each other. So now Tifa is on the floor rolling around with March, and March is holding her own. Again, nobody's saying she won, but it don't look like she lost neither. And the edits on this show is so chopped and poor, it's really hard to even understand dialogue. So I know it's going to be extra hard to understand who actually won a fight because they chop and screw everything so much and kind of throw it back at us. Now, I will say I did see the part where March did get an advantage and she started kicking on or at Tifa. I don't know if she was hitting them. The kicks we saw looked like the licks wasn't landing, but the mouth bleed tell me a different story. Now, one thing I noticed when this was going on, when Tifa was on the ground getting kicked, Rolly was over there saying, don't do that. And it looked like Rolly wanted to jump in. But before she could do anything, I noticed this girl Rockhead turned over to Rolly and was like, what you mean? It's one-on-one. And it was almost giving me a vibe of, girl, if you jump in or try to break it up, I'll fight you. And remember, Rolly got beat up by Krishan in season 1 of Baddies. So I'm thinking she's thinking twice about doing anything. But let's really be clear. Krishan is over here rooting for her friend to beat and stomp on her sister. She was literally giving her the doggone directions. Kick her, March. Do this. Da. And then when one of her friends want to stop her from getting kicked, it seemed like Krishan ready to crash out for March. But these are the sisters, right? I'm telling y'all, something is seriously wrong with Rockhead, and she don't see it. She thinks she can gaslight and lie to us all so much that we'll just start to believe anything she say, and we're not buying it. We're just not. And as it pertains to March, they break up the fight. Latifah's over there out of breath and out of wind, and March got the baddies chain on talking about baddies. And I'm like, girl, you a baddie? I'm without him. Girl, when did they make you a baddie? We missed that episode when that happened. You know, you have to have a level of delusion to be a friend to the rockhead, you know? And speaking of, this girl starts screaming and hollering, going back and forth with Tifa talking about, why are you doing this, Tifa, bro? You doing this for clout, bro. It's for clout, bro. And I'm saying, girl, I wish they never taught this bitch that word, I swear. Everything ain't for clout. You forget that you started a lot of this. And the worst part about it is, her and Tifa going back and forth, and Tifa telling Krishan, you just made me beat up your friend. And Krishan saying, nah, but you wrong because you started it online. And I ain't gonna lie, I started feeling like I was losing brain cells. Because first of all, these are not the most intelligent girls in the world. However, this back and forth banter, understanding and trying to understand the argument, it's really not making no sense. And I don't even think with them it's on editing. I think they just have poor communication. Because girl, what? And Tifa, you could never be me, because there's no way I would even have a conversation with my sister after knowing she had her friend fight me. Like, there's no way. But Krishan don't want to hear none of it. Krishan is over there saying that Latifah just wants clout. Oh, and she's also saying that she's not afraid of Latifah. Now, one thing I've noticed about them two, none of them wanted to fight each other. They would call each other out, and none of them wanted to fight each other. So in that moment, I'm like, let's move on. Zeus Network saw fit to carry this thing out for the first half of the episode. And this the worst part. Every time March walks by, Tifa want to fight the girl. Why? Tifa is really giving you didn't win. Because girl, why? What are you doing? Like, why you keep wanting to fight March? I get it, you have beef with March, but it ain't this deep. Like, it's really giving March probably did put a couple of hands and knuckles on you. So here is what Latifah calls out Krishan and was like, basically, you step up, we could fight, ample opportunity right here. And Krishan is denying the fight. She's saying, no, I don't want to fight. But yes, she's still saying, I'm not scared of you. So again, why aren't the cameramen moving on? These girls are slow. And Mariah Lynn, for her to jump in and say, I don't normally get in this, but when I saw that Krishan was letting her friend fight Tifa, that's where it's wrong, because you letting your friend fight your sister. Mariah Lynn, you of all people have every nerve to say anything. Didn't your friend whoop your mama ass? Girl, get your clear ass off of here, girl. Get off of here. So now Tifa is spitting her gum at Krishan because I guess this is supposed to invoke a fight. I mean, where I grew up at, typically you just swing. But with these girls, they'd rather do little tit for tat stuff like, oh, I'm going to take my gum out of my mouth and throw it at your shoes, and that should make you want to fight. I don't know. And Krishan wasn't really taking the bait. She was like, you see, bro, I could have fought you, bro, but I love you, bro. You're my sister, bro. I care about you, bro. And I'm over here saying, oh my God. Then March tried to walk by and got snuck by Tifa. They went to going at it again. And again, Tifa, I ain't gonna lie. Can I say this part? And again, I still think you can whoop my ass. So I'm not saying this to be funny. But girl, your fighting skills are starting to dwindle by the season. Is it just me? Or maybe you just wasn't on it today. Maybe you wasn't feeling it today. That's what it was. Because, Tifa, you've been stumbling in these past few fights, and I hadn't seen you stumble so much. What's going on in your personal life, love? Did the hurricane blow away your fold-away house, girl? What's going on? But anyway, her and March is going back into it, and I ain't gonna lie, March is holding her own. I'm not saying March winning. All I'm saying is March is doing good to say she fighting Tifa. So security go to break it up. I think this is the second fight. Yeah, security go to break it up. And I'm over here saying, please, guys, let's move on to the next panel, the next show, the next episode, whatever. Let's get out of this, because I'm tired of seeing them two fight. I really just don't want to see it. So after they break the girls apart, Tifa over there hollering, let me teach you, let me teach you. But like I said, it was a little more winded this time than in the past. I think that Tifa's confidence was wavered. I also think that Tifa didn't fight March with her whole might because she don't have a real issue with March. She already got her lick back from when March and them jumped her. She's just fighting March because she don't want to fight Krishan, and it's weird. And again, March still have her going back, forth and forth like Aaliyah. And y'all can sit on here and say what you want, girl. And this is where editing be making me mad. On one clip when they break it up, Tifa don't have no blood in her mouth. But on the other clip when they breaking it up, Tifa got blood on her mouth. And if this is supposed to be a regular fight happening in regular time, and as a content creator, I understand that editing happens and, sometimes they clip and paste stuff together. But it's given really in this fight, y'all are not only just editing, y'all are editing to make certain storylines look a certain way so that we perceive it a certain way. And I get it. It happens in all reality TV. But I don't think Zeus Network is the place for that because we be looking for the storyline behind the fights, not just the fights. And y'all just giving us the fights and y'all chopping it, adding that up. And we be wanting to know the dialogue behind the fights. And we follow these people on social media. So it's getting pretty obvious. And I ain't gonna hold you. It's giving y'all was trying to make Tifa not look like she got beat up. And I'm not saying March beat her up. I'm just saying edits were made in her favor. And if edits were made in her favor, then maybe the fight didn't go the way that we thought it went. Okay. Now this the other part got me. I told y'all all these girls is fans of each other. Rolly get her knock-kneed ass in the goddamn confessional to tell us that she felt like March held her own, but Tifa definitely won. Shut up! You only saying that because you was scared Krishan was gonna knock you across your head in the back of your knees. It's them being biased with each other for me. Girl, bye. I'm telling you, now y'all really making me think Tifa got beat up because why is everybody going out their way to make it look like she didn't? Like, seriously, and I don't even care for March. Y'all know March and January were not two of my favorite characters on the Rockhead show. However, right is right and wrong is wrong. Tifa shouldn't even be fighting March. She should have been swinging on her Rockhead sister. Then Krishan in the background watching, coaching and watching, and I thought I heard her sound like she was on the phone calling her mama or somebody saying that she don't want to fight Tifa. Girl, this is disgustingly messy. I thank God I didn't have siblings like this because, girl, this is asinine to me. And here's where the bipolar disorder must have kicked in. Right after that, mind you, Krishan was just coaching her friend March on how to beat up Tifa. Soon right after that, Krishan starts telling Tifa, but I care about you and I love you, so I don't understand. What do you need me to do? Do you need me to say it out loud? I keep telling you I love you. You the only reason this is going on. This is for clout. And I'm like, what? So Tifa was like, whatever, Sean, I don't want to hear it. You not my sister. You don't love me. Because if you love me, you wouldn't say those things about me. A sister wouldn't say these things and do these things. And Krishan was like, but I'm your sister, bro. I'm your sister, bro. And she was like, I don't care, bro. You don't care about me. You only care about March. And I'm like, what? So now Krishan gets all up in her face saying, listen to me, Tifa, bro. I love you, bro. I don't know how many times I gotta tell you, bro. I love you more than Junior, bro. What do you want me to say, bro? So then Krishan must have saw that the audience wasn't reacting to her liking. So she decided to add a little razzle-dazzle to the performance. And she started adding a few tears and wanting to pull Tifa close to her so she can get a little response from the audience. And I'm over here saying, girl, y'all just don't learn. So here go Rockhead. Come here, Tifa, bro. Give me a hug, bro. I love you, bro. You're my sister, bro. And Tifa was like, leave me alone, bro. You don't care. You don't really care, bro. You're just trying to be mean, bro. You're not my sister, bro. This is all performative, bro. I don't care about it anymore. Bro, I love you, bro. So somebody got security to try to pull them apart, and Krishan was acting like a crazed maniac from the 3rd floor of the mental ward. Yes, I said it. This girl started pulling all on Tifa clothes, girl, stripping her naked and all that. And I'm on here saying, I ain't gonna say what I was about to say, but for those who know where I was going. But anyway, I'm over here saying, girl, what is wrong with you? And why do you look so bad? Like, I just have so many questions. Krishan looked like she musty and miserable. Oh, Lord, I would hate to be her these days. I swear. But here she goes with the waterworks, and like clockwork, it works. I panned around the room, and I'm watching these girls hold each other. Tinker Fat was in the all confessional talking about this is horrible because they sisters. Rolly over there trembling by the knees, talking about I just didn't want them to fight each other because they care about it. Shut your ass up. Where your sister at? Did Rolly have a sister? No, she probably grew up with an imaginary friend who had knees who knocked like hers. Get off of here, Blues Clues. So in one of the final acts of Krishan's play, she decides to take it up a notch and starts to pushing and shoving. Like I said, I love you, I love you, I love you. It seems to me like she got a little supporting actress in Tifa, because Tifa was over there hollering, go ahead, bro, go ahead. And they going back and forth, tug of war, until they had a final ending kiss or hug or whatever you want to call it. And Tifa was just like, she's over it because she feels like Krishan is performative. I think that you're both performative, because if my sister would have egged her friend on and stomped me out, it would have took God in heaven to get me off of her. But again, y'all'd rather hug in Walmart jogging suits. Girl, bye. And this the crazy part. Tifa hopped in the confessional looking like a hood magician, talking about, I know my sister love me. She needs me. I just don't understand why she don't communicate it. Oh, bitch, you slow as a turtle just like her. I know that lady was on crack when she got pregnant with you and when she shitted you out. It runs in the blood. It's gotta run in the blood. Girl, are you okay? That bitch don't love you. She was telling that girl to stomp and pluck your eyes out. Get off of here. So now March over there sitting with Tavy and them bragging on how she didn't get her ass whooped totally. And before she could even say something, I want to say, yeah, Tifa came, jumped up from behind and tried to sneak her. Girl, if you don't get out them people show, girl, you is not a baddie. So now Krishan and Latifah are still fighting because Krishan feels like, I didn't tell my friend to fight you, but it was a one-on-one. She said, at any rate, I don't feel right that you fight my friend. She said, I could fight one of your friends like Anna. She said, was supposed to slap her anyway for being messy online. And look at Biggie hop in the confessional with her scary ass. She on there talking about how she saw Krishan say she'll fight one of Tifa's friends, but glad she said it was Anna and not her. I'm thinking this girl gonna get in here and say, oh, she not gonna play with my friend. No, girl, Biggie was like, I'm so glad she said Anna, bro, because I swear I'm big Dominican. I don't even fight, bro. I swear to God, I don't. Girl. So anyway, Krishan is over there going back and forth with Tifa. Tifa telling Krishan she's poor, she's homeless. She said she don't look good, she don't smell good. She said, look at you up and down. Your hair looks a mess. You look tired and through. Junior, we can't find him. Girl, go lay down. Meanwhile, Sapphire is trying to talk Krishan off the ledge of going back and forth with her sister because these hoes want to find some sort of morality when these girls trying to go back and forth. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. They need to fight each other. And I don't condone or promote sisters fighting, but in this case, I'd rather them fight each other than fight everybody else. So, yay, let them get with it. Let's roll. Roll it out. Now, Krishan up there trying to make a point by sacrificing Latifah's friends by saying, I should run up there and pop Anna. And look at Anna. Oh, no, I was only saying one thing online, but I wasn't saying. And again, y'all continue to give Anna passes. She should have been got popped. Anna like to throw rocks and hide her hand. And if you ask me, I think Krishan should have fought Anna, but she didn't. So why bring it up? Oh, I could have fought your friend. Girl, what you mean you could have? You either gonna do it or don't speak on it. So now Natalie walks in with a Louis Vuitton bag full of vapes, and she's ready to pass them all out and give the girls the itinerary on the show. But before she can even get settled, she hears all the commotion inside, and she already knows these hoes done tore down this whole doggone venue already with fights. So as soon as Natalie walk in, the girls go to bombard Natalie to tell her what all been going on. And Natalie's trying to figure out what done happened because she can't even get down at the bottom of her bag to get her pepper spray in case one of them hoes try to hit her. You feel me? So Natalie was like, oh my God, you guys, what's going on? And then as soon as she said that, they started telling her that March and Tifa had a fight, and she was like, wait a minute, March is here? How did she get here? What's going on? Production, pass me my vapes. Oh, never mind. I have them in my bags. And I'm like, girl, how the hell you ain't know March was over here at the set? Y'all got to stop with all of this now. Y'all making it obvious that y'all stupid. Y'all think we stupid. That's what it is. Natalie, please lay your chin on somebody's pillow, girl. Tifa and Krishan still going back and forth. Them hoes start throwing stuff back and forth at each other, throwing water and annihilators and Jolly Ranchers and stuff. And I'm over here saying I wish I had a bullet so I could throw up two of them in two opposite directions. I swear to God. At least some nunchucks or something, girl. This is ridiculous. And now Krishan all of a sudden done had enough. She moved to the dry part of the floor and she's telling Tifa she's had enough. She want to fight. And now Tifa don't want to fight. Girl, I am done. Because, I mean, Tifa, thank you for telling us that she's homeless. We already knew that. Thank you for telling us that she's dirty and musty. We already knew that. Thank you for telling us that she looks a mess. We have eyes that are obvious to see this. Why aren't you windmilling on the girl who had you popped upside your mouth? It's your sister, girl. I mean, the tit for tat calling each other out, though, is very lame. Like, Tifa called you out earlier. You didn't want no smoke. Now you wait for Tifa to get 20 miles the other way. Now you calling her out and she don't want no smoke. I think this needs to be studied by a psychologist or trained professionals or something like that. This is beyond Zeus Network. This just gotta be. And the fact that every time I turn around, these hoes look like they scissoring, it really grinds my gears. Y'all, what kind of friends is y'all? Girl, what is going on? Why is you hugged up on Tifa like that? What you think she gonna save you? Hell, at this point, I think Tifa's scared of Krishan. She might not be able to save you, Faye. So Sapphire is over there trying to talk some sense into Krishan and tell her Krishan stop calling out her sister for a fight because she feels like y'all blood, y'all don't need to fight. And to no avail, they're not going to fight because they scared of each other, or at least that's what it looks like. So now Natalie goes to announce the lineup because she said she wants them girls to look professional. She said they can't be drinking and high and all that stuff for the performance. You know, Dolly was over there saying she gonna get high as the cost of living regardless. But either way, Natalie was lining up the lineup and she wanted, what's that girl named Anna Mac to go first because she sing. Girl, don't nobody want to hear all of that. Hell, even Anna didn't want to hear. She even was like, what? Go first? I don't want to go first. Can somebody else go first? And it's just like, girl, are you a performer or no? What you mean you don't want to go first? You damn sure ain't no closing act. So what time slot was you asking for? And to make matters worse, Summer takes this opportunity to say, well, good. If she don't want to go first, I go first. That bitch don't have no confidence, no voice, no nothing either way. So let me go first. Now, this causes a whole confusion between Anna and Summer back and forth because Anna feels like Summer shut up. But my thing is, Anna, you are not a real artist if you scared to go on first. And again, all this lip to go back and forth with Summer, all that hand to go slap on DJ Sky. But when Krishan was over there saying she should slap you, you was over there copping, please. It's got to be in the contract that this girl don't get touched. Because why is you going back and forth with Summer? We tired of that. Meanwhile, Krishan decided to leave altogether. Krishan says she's done with the show and she's done with the fakeness of going back and forth with her sister. Now, this was the craziest part. You quit the show, but you need money because you and Junior is like nomads, damn near running around the world homeless, sleeping on Nikki baby couch, allegedly. But you quit your show. And it's the worst part. We seen online where she was begging for her job back, but then not begging for it back and then quitting again. Mind you, she have a kid to feed, but that goes to show you how this girl will self-sabotage her own stuff. And this is why, unfortunately, she needed somebody like Blueface to handle the business because she is mentally slow when it comes to stuff like that. Seriously. So she ended up leaving altogether. Her and March stood on the corner of Times Square looking lost and turned out, and March was talking and popping her ish. March basically said, yay, we could run it again. And I said, okay, there you go, March. You must have saw the edits. You must have saw the clips before the edits and saw you was getting your licks in. Now March got a whole, her chest out. We could go again. I don't care, because she ain't eat nothing. All she did was eat my feet. And I'm like, oh, Marge, girl, go lay down before she come behind you and bat you up again. Girl, get in the car. So while Natalie's giving out the rest of the lineup, she was talking about some of the BGC girls are going to be there, which we didn't see them at the rehearsals. Yet and still, she was talking about the lineup, and Tinker Fat was down on the bottom of the stage talking about, yeah, when y'all make sure y'all not drinking or smoking, also make sure y'all coochies is clean. That way we won't have to smell no stinky coochie. Now, this triggered Biggie for some odd reason. So immediately, Biggie was like, hey, yo, bro, who you talking to, bro? Because I'm Big Dominican. You can't be talking to me like you keep saying somebody's coochie stinks, bro. Like, so who are you talking to, bro? And Tinker Fat was on the bottom of the thing like, bro, I'm just playing. It's not that big of a deal. But Biggie didn't want to hear it. Biggie needed her to put an address on it, a name on it, or something.
Biggie said, hey, yo, bro, you gotta say a name, bro. You gotta say somebody, bro. Because every time I come around, you keep saying it, bro. And I'm right here, bro. And I'm wearing a loose dress. So what are you trying to say? Are you talking to me or are you talking to Summer? Maybe she's talking to Summer. I'm big Dominican. I don't play like that, bro. I'm not even from America, bro. Seriously.
So Tinker was like, girl, calm down. It was a joke. Like, it wasn't even about you. But you're not going to tell me what I can and can't say. Like, chill. And it's given to me this episode, either producers told Biggie to step it up and be more active, or Biggie is taking it upon herself. But either way, some of these back and forths this episode Biggie was in was kind of pointless. Maybe it's the editing. I don't know. Also, Natalie decides that she want to bring the girls to a boutique to get some clothes because she said she need them to look good because they going to also do a meet and greet. Now, the girls are not excited. Cold Killer said them hoes might want to fight her, but you know, it is what it is. It's par for the course. So now on the way to the boutique, Tifa can't let go of the situation that just happened with Krishan. She's really blaming it on March and on production and everybody saying that March shouldn't have been there. And they talking about the timeline of how this whole beef started. At this point, it don't even matter. But when she's saying all that, you know Summer gonna find a way to make herself relevant. Summer hollers, well, I like March. I said, Summer girl, you is bold. That girl literally sitting right across from you. If she decided to haul off and glock you upside your head, there's nothing the security could get that fast enough to do. But that's how you know Summer not playing with a full deck. Y'all gotta let Summer just Summer, you know? But Latifah told Summer, I know you like her because you like dumb bitches. And I said, oh, and I was really thinking, well, Dolly, you next to a girl, what's she trying to say? Because that was your friend girl at one point. I'm just asking. I'm not being messy. I was just saying, you know. So now Tinker Fat takes it upon herself to want to start a press circle. I said, I know you lying. Girl, I know y'all is not trying to start a press circle in the middle of the devil's den. Girl, what? Oh, Tinker Fat, what is going on, girl? But I did appreciate Smiley and Tavy telling Latifah that basically you didn't want to fight Krishan and Krishan didn't want to fight you. Tavy basically told her, look, girl, because she was over there saying Krishan didn't want to fight me. And Tavy was like, girl, and you didn't want to fight her. Because she called you out and you didn't want to fight and you called her out and she didn't want to fight. Thank you. I'm so glad somebody was being honest with these girls. So they get to this boutique. And look at Bobby Lights. Bobby Lights, where you came from? Was you already there talking about y'all girls better look good because if you don't look good, I'm not introducing you if you look a mess. Bobby Lights, I ain't gonna lie, I love you, Fat, but you always look a mess and we always introduce you. Come on now. And look at Natalie. I mean, need I say more, bitch? The show, it got her on the front, bitch, and she stay looking a mess. Even when she look good, she look a mess. I mean, look at the chin on her. Girl, the clear woman is jumping out of like a scary movie. Get her off of here. So while Natalie makes sure Smiley doesn't scam the store, I heard or I seen that Rolly was over there buying everybody outfits. And I said, that's the dumbest thing Rolly could have did. The richest one in the room should have been buying outfits. I be damned. Girl, but again, y'all go broke. So Rolly was buying outfits while the one who got all the money was sitting in the corner with Bobby Lights. And she over there saying, go Rolly, I'm so glad you bought outfits. I got a new bag for you, Rolly. I'm like, is Rolly buying her way into the Zeus team? Like, what is going on? I don't quite understand that. I know she ain't rich. Moving on, the girls leave. And Biggie decided to stay back so she could shop in peace. Because you know the big girls, sometimes big girls, we be having to, stay and make sure we can try things on or whatever. But I think this was orchestrated. So while she's over there staying back in peace, guess who decides to walk in looking crazy? Tommie. Oh, hey, y'all. Hey, Tommie is a mess everywhere she go. Now, the last time we seen Tommie, she was getting tore up like a toddler by Tavy for calling her DMX. But it seems that Tommie might be over that a bit. So when Tommie walks in, she's over there saying, hey, y'all, what's going on? And she see Biggie behind her. Biggie go to ask her how she doing. And Tommie was like, what do you mean, how am I doing? Did you not see Tavy whoop my ass last night? I'm not doing okay. Don't ask me how I'm doing.
And look at me go, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I swear to God, I didn't know. I mean, I was there, but I didn't know you were still affected, bro. I swear to God. But anyway.
So Biggie starts to tell Tommie that basically Tavy wasn't upset that she was calling her DMX. Tavy was mostly upset because you kept saying it after she told you that she didn't like it. But Tommie don't care about none of that. Tommie was like, bitch, I was only really giving her a compliment. She really looked like a gargoyle. And I said, oh. Now you know Tavy really gonna whoop your ass when she see this confessional. So now Biggie starts to give Tommie the cliff notes of what happened at the rehearsal, basically urging Tommie to be there on time the next day because she said that it was urgent that they all are there at the same time. Now Tommie feels some type of way because Tommie was like, and again, this is all a part of editing. It sounds like Tommie was telling Biggie, don't try to bring up the fact that I'm late or try to make it seem like I'm late when I'm never late. Even when I show up to scenes late, it seems as if Tommie was saying, I'm with production, so they know. It's never like me being late. It's really more of a production thing and when they want me to come in. She even told Biggie, she was like, you know how it is behind the scenes, so don't play with me like that. Granted, Tommie didn't say it like that. Tommie was very rude and nasty like she always is, but I think that's what she was trying to say when I kind of cut and listened between the edits. Now, Biggie was saying it wasn't like that. It wasn't that deep. She was just trying to give her the 1-2. But it seems like Tommie was saying that the production bucked Biggie up to say that to her on camera. And according to Tommie, this could ultimately affect her money. So Tommie is like, hell no, I don't play with you like that. Don't play with me like that. Talking about I'm late because you messing with my time and my time is money. So her and Biggie get to going back and forth and it starts to go left because Tommie starts throwing out insults. While Biggie is trying to play it off like she's just having an innocent conversation, Tommie is getting madder by the second and she's asking Biggie, she was like, what would make you think that it's cool to get on these cameras and ask me about my tardiness? Like, what is wrong with you? But Biggie, again, like I can tell, it's just giving that producers told her to say that to Tommie. And I think that's why she stayed back and Tommie came in later. But it's getting so obvious. It's so heavily produced. It's not even coming off organic. I think the argument is real, but the organicness, if that's a word, that's off for me. So they get into this whole drag down, lockdown fight, and Tommie tells Biggie, she said, y'all hoes ain't no stars. She told Biggie she not no star, and she exited stage left. But put a pin in that, because apparently Biggie is gonna be hurt by those words. Child, let's move on. So Rolly gets to the house and get all the girls to have a house meeting. And I do like that she gave the girls some encouraging words. And she also gave the girls some pointers on how to stay relevant. It's giving to me, Rolly is trying to audition for a job. I mean, buying clothes at the boutique and then giving out encouraging words. Bitch, what you think this is? Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. So when Rolly announced that some of the Bad Girls Club gonna be at the show, Bobby Lights asked, well, if they was gonna be at the show, why they weren't at the rehearsal? And then Tommie was like, child, it's so much went on at the rehearsal the day before that Bobby didn't even know Tavy beat up Tommie. And look at Tavy. Now she want to hold her head down talking about she don't have no beef with Tommie and she not even mad with Tommie. Yeah, because you done already beat the girl up. That's Tavy. You need to find out why it is you were so triggered by being called DMX. Seriously. Now Biggie comes in and she can't wait to tell everybody there that she was just at the boutique with Tommie and how her and Tommie got into it. So Biggie tells them that Tommie came in the boutique and she was talking about the situation between her and Tavy. She said, and as soon as she just brought up or made mention about tardiness, she said Tommie went ham on her. She said Tommie really hurt her feelings because she thought they were friends and Tommie told her she wasn't a star. She said that was where she draws the line with Tommie because she was really loyal to her and she couldn't believe Tommie would do something like this to her. As soon as she said that, Tommie walked in the door and Tommie was like, girl, what is you in here talking about? Biggie was like,
hey, yo, bro, I gotta be honest, bro. I was over here telling everybody that you really cursed me out and you told me I wasn't a star, bro. I thought we were friends, bro. I even taught you how to speak Spanish, bro. Now you know how to say hola. You never knew how to say hola before. Like, how could you do this to me, Tommie, bro? I love you, bro. I thought we were friends.
So Tommie, she don't really care for all that mushiness. So this made Tommie go ham. Tommie was trying to explain to the girls that it was nothing personal against Biggie. She just felt like Biggie was sabotaging her business by coming on this here camera saying that she be late. She said it was nothing personal. Biggie just got to get out her feelings. She said, but as a friend, that was messed up for her to even say off the cuff. Now, this seems to bring Biggie to a little bit of her emotions because Biggie feels like Tommie is being nonchalant and not even taking into effect that she hurt her feelings by telling her she's not a star. According to Biggie, the only reason she even knew stars existed was because Tommie showed her. If Tommie don't believe that she's a star, then she's nothing. Nothing. And she goes to tell this to Tommie, and Tommie looked at her like, yeah, this bitch done lost it. Tommie really don't care about all this friend stuff because I'm with Tinker. Y'all use this friend word too loosely. But Tommie was like, you not my friend, because if you was my friend, you'll see where I'm coming from, and we wouldn't have to go back and forth. So now this caused Tommie to pull all the gloves off, and Tommie basically told her, girl, you not my friend, and you ain't no star. What's up? So Biggie is trying to talk some sense into Tommie, and one thing she said that really struck me was she said that she was Tommie's real friend because when she got her first check on Zeus, she split it in half and gave it to Tommie. And I said, you did what? Mind you, I didn't realize Tommie was the one gave Biggie her ticket on auditions. But wait a minute, you did what? Girl, let me find out y'all doing some backdoor deals. Hey, girl, I'll pick you on the Zeus network if you give me half the money. That's what it's giving. Y'all sitting up here thinking that these girls are real friends. Tommie been told y'all she was never friends to Biggie, girl.
Yeah, Biggie calling me on the phone talking about, sis, they saying that you're not really my friend. And I said, bitch, believe them. Believe them, bitch.
I mean, I don't know. It's like all a person got to tell me is one time and I got it. But I guess everybody needs 10 to 12, whatever. So now the argument still ensues. Biggie starts to come to tears because she can't fight. And then also, even if she could, she wouldn't fight Tommie because, I mean, she can't fight anyway. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, so Biggie comes to tears and she's trying to tell Tommie that she's more hurt by her telling her she's not a star more than anything. Because according to Biggie, the first 3 years of her career, she only believed she was a star because Tommie told her. So for now to be on year 4 and then Tommie turned back around and say she's not a star, that could literally ruin her life. So Biggie needs answers and an empanada. Is she a star or no? And it looked like, according to Tommie, the word is hell no. And let me say this, because I seen a lot of people under the comments on Twitter talking about, oh, Tommie is wrong, Tommie is wrong. No, she not. Tommie has never not once told Biggie, or at least acted like they were real friends in real life. Tommie told her what it was, baby. Y'all got to learn to keep your ears open now. So I'm telling y'all now, I'm not about to get on this I feel sorry for Biggie's storyline because Biggie ain't fought in 3 episodes or 3 seasons for that matter. So with that being said, she can go home. Like I said, Biggie was saying she's more upset that Tommie did it in front of girls. That's not true. Biggie just mad because her whole dreams have been shattered knowing that Tommie don't believe in her. Girl, this is crazy. So girl, tell me why after Tommie walked off from Biggie and left her crying, Summer saw Biggie crying and was like, aha, that's not your friend or something like that. And Biggie lost it.
Biggie was like, that's not funny, bro. I swear to God, bro. Somebody give me a blicky, bro. I'm gonna kill her, bro. I swear to God, this is not funny, bro. I'm a star. You don't understand what it feels like to not know that you're a star after thinking you're a star, bro. I swear to God, I hate her. I hate her, bro. I hate her.
And I'm over here weak laughing. Biggie, don't let her get you down when you're already down to the ground, girl. Pick yourself up, pancake batter. Pick yourself up. So now the girls are gathering their things to go outside. The Sprinter van is supposed to be outside to pick them up so they could go. Where they going? I don't even know. Either way, they getting ready to go. I don't think these hoes sleeping at none of these houses neither. But the thing is, Tommie is kind of holding up inside while the girls are making their way outside. Now, I'm not paying this no mind because the thing is going normal like it normally does. Everybody gathering their things. So the girls get outside. Everybody's falling out the house slowly but surely. But I'm guessing the Sprinter is not there yet. They're waiting for the Sprinter to show up. And Biggie rolling. Everybody's kind of talking or whatever. And Biggie off in the corner still crying. Biggie over there crying down, talking about how her feelings hurt while her face over there looking like a Jell-O pudding pop. And I'm over here saying, girl, fix your face and your fat ass. Fix it. Girl, we don't give a damn about what Tommie say, and this is giving very scripted too, but we gonna go with the move. Fix your face, girl. But before she could fix her face, a black truck pulled up, and I didn't see the girls, but apparently a whole bunch of girls hopped out of a black truck and just started swinging. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking, whoever these girls is, they must be coming to fight somebody as a target. This is prior to me knowing who called these girls. I'm over here saying somebody had to bring these girls out here to fight somebody in particular. But when I saw all the commotion with the camera angles, it wasn't really showing, at least I couldn't see who was fighting. Maybe y'all have. Drop down in the comments and let me know if you could see. What I did see was who wasn't fighting, and one of the people who wasn't fighting was Tavy. And I'm not gonna lie, that's crazy because now that I know it was Tommie behind the fight, or at least behind the girls, Tavy should have been the first one got popped. Cause think about it. Tavy wore Tommie ass out. Yes, she did. She wore her out. And we all watched. And I don't think Tommie cares, but you got to know Tommie not gonna let that ride. You got to know if Tommie gonna get beat up, she gonna make it a scene. Hell, last time she got beat up by Rolly, she came on the elephant, girl. You got to know something is coming behind this. So how Tavy looks to be uncut or untouched, maybe it's how hard her face is, but how she looks to be untouched is beyond me. But the part that really got me was when the truck pulled off and Tommie was in the truck, bitch. I said, yeah, that girl is different. In a great way. She's reality TV gold and platinum, and I am here for it. She got them hoes jumped and got in the truck as if she ain't gotta never see him again. Tommie is a different breed of girl. That's the end of the episode, child. What y'all think? Drop down in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow me on all platforms, and I'll catch y'all hoes on the next one, girl. Bye.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo dog time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.